Well, that was the first part of that walleye fishing story with the prayer, right? So the next day, we're out fishing, and we're all together in a group. There's probably about five boats total, and my buddy Kip is on the front. His father is in the middle of the boat on the bench seat, and I'm in the back, and it's kind of a cloudy or a cast day, but the fishing was pretty decent. And Kip and I were pulling in the fish, but his father wasn't really pulling in any fish. And I just said to myself, Lord, uh, give Jerry a big old fish. And just a few minutes later, he had a big old walleye, big one, and he hauled it in. I think it was 23 or 24 inches. It's a good fighter, right? And we all celebrated. And I finally says, Jerry, I said, just a little bit ago, I prayed that you catch a big old fish. And boy, the Lord just provided. And my buddy Kip yelled over Steve, which he wasn't too far away. He says, Hey, Steve, Larry prayed that Dad would get a big fish, and he did. And he didn't even have to give him $5. Oh, my word. Steve started his boat up and he took off, and we didn't see him the rest of the day. Well, as the week went on, Steve was not catching his big fish, and it was the last day, the last hour. Me and Kip and Steve went out, and it was almost the last cast. And all of a sudden, Steve felt like he had a snag, and then he felt that tail move, and next thing you know, zing, off goes his line, pulling that drag, and we're rooting him on, and he's fighting that fish. It didn't come in easy. Finally, he landed it. It was a 35-inch northern. Well, I said, well, Steve, the Lord does answer prayers, doesn't he? He smiled. But the thing is, Steve hates northerns. He hates them. He likes to fight them. They're just slimy as all. He's a walleye guy through and through. He'd rather have caught a big walleye, but sometimes we just can't be picky, right? Especially when you're fishing, you don't know what you're going to get. But the Lord saw us through and saw Steve through, and he caught a monster fish. And there you go.